Right, those as we all understand, singing is a passion. It's kind of how much we dedicate ourselves towards singing. It's very important to understand what exactly is singing. All right. Uh, in my opinion, singing is the way how we try to emotionally try to express ourselves, the way we want to express it. But as far as the voice is concerned, anybody who can talk, who can make a sound, can sing. All right, even birds sing, animals can sing, humans can sing. All right, that means anybody who can make a sound, all right, can sing. But singing without music, singing musically. So there's a difference there. All right, and as some are naturally kind of have that musical way of expressing themselves, talking. Well, talking will be so enchanting to really listen to those people, to how they talk, how they express themselves. That's natural gift, I guess. But most of us, I think, we have passion to really sing, and we would like to learn. To learn music and do it right way, it's the most important thing is we have to train our ears. So as we are growing older, being seniors and people with busy schedules at work, they don't have time to go through the schooling of learning music for maybe 5 years, 10 years to, and again, but there is definitely a simple way of learning music naturally, all right, learning. So learning means just learning, doesn't mean just listening to it. Understanding is equally important. How we understand. For example, we go to school, we have a classroom, we have 30, 40 students there, and there's one teacher. And the teacher says one topic, whatever topic he talks about. And at the end of the session, all right, or end of the term, when you keep an examination, only one or two students get highest marks. The reason doesn't mean those two students are very smart or so, but they listen, all right. So listening, we can listen any sound, any hymn, I mean, like any sound naturally, because sound travels in frequencies, all right. So anything below 20 and above 200, whatever thousand we have decibels, we can hear it, but below that the sound still exists. But the students who really get good marks are the ones who are listening, who are really focusing. When we listen, you're listening to so many sounds around us, a lot of sounds, but we don't filter them. We just try to be so confused in our mind. Sune to sune kya sune, all right? So now, when the students who really get good score in the exams are the ones who really spend time listening to something. And when we listen, most of us, all right, in our mind different things are going. आज lunch के लिए क्या बना है, आज क्या खाएंगे, किससे बात करेंगे. But same time we're listening, whatever the teacher is saying, it's going through our ears, but we're not able to filter it and try to focus on what is being said. So learning is equally important as understanding. Understanding is the key to understand what exactly is being said. All right. So is also music is a science. All right. We listen to it. All right, and we listen to it in such a way. We have so many things going on because mind has so much capacity to listen to so many things, but a lot of things come in, go out, come in, go out, and we don't filter it. We don't focus on what exactly we want to listen, what we want to hear. So ear training, dosto, is very, very, very important. You don't need to actually. If you learn music from scratch, it's good. But if you don't have time, but you still have the passion to sing it right, sing it musically. That's more important, I guess. Anybody can sing, as I said. All right. So naturally, if anybody can understand and listen to it and singing, but we don't focus on what we are listening. All right. The key is ear training. Now, for example, if I could put a note here, and if you could understand the pitch of that sound, because the musical notations only about 12 notes we have. You understand that, or everything else out of that is not music. All right. So basically, over years and years and years, the scientists, the musicians have really tuned in the frequency that sounds pleasing to one's ear. सुनने के लिए जो pleasant होता है, those things are the ones where the natural frequency sets in, and you really go into it to enjoy that. All right. So those kind of things you have to understand. So most important thing is we'll go for the other topic subjects next time. Today we'll focus more on ear training, how we should train our ears. All right. So a lot of people, like they say Kishore Kumar, it's said in so many places that he didn't have any basic training in singing, but he sings so beautifully. It's natural, I guess. All right. So people who have natural tendency and natural talent to appreciate music and who focus more time on listening to it, and listening and understanding to it is more important. We listen, and we don't focus on what are we listening. All right. So most of us, when we listen to a song, say Rafi Saab or Lata Mangeshkar ji singing, but we sing along with that. I don't think that's the right way to do, because the brain cannot filter two things at the same time. You're singing, all right? You're listening also. So which one is the brain filtering? Which one is the brain trying to register? It's your singing, so it could be on scale, on note, sur pe, na sur pe, base sur pe. It doesn't matter, because we think because somebody else is covering us. Lataji is covering in her singing when you listen to her, or Rafi Saab is covering us when we are listening to Rafi Saab. So the basic thing is we are not focusing on our ear training. Ear training is the key to learn to sing naturally, all right, musically. Now, I'll try to give an example here. All right, I'm going to play, let's do a note on a C note, okay? C is like a basic sa, right? As I told you, there are 12 notes in the music only, up and down and middle, all right? Beyond that, outside, there is no music at all. Keep that in mind, 12 notes, okay? Like, for example, all right, I'm going to play those 12 notes, and anything beyond that, please take out from your mind. There is no other music beyond that. Any music, any genre, any language, all right? Those things are very important, I guess, all right? So let me see if I can pull up the little volume up here and try to, okay? All right, here goes. All right. All right, I'm playing in the scale of C, all right? Now if I go here C, then I go D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Or I just played all the white notes. That's a clean kind of okay. Now if I go, these are 7 notes we covered almost. All right, now let's go to the other black keys also on the top there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. As I told you, 12 notes only in the music. So anything beyond that, please take out from your mind. There is no other music. If you sing within this range of 12 notations, 12 notes, that means you are singing musically and you are singing naturally. And the first step is to listen to it and understand it, to try to match the tone of the instrument or whatever you're hearing to tracks or whatever. So if you match it, then you'll be able to understand. So as we go along in the series of talks, we'll try to bring this understanding to a different level. All right. So now I'm going to play one note and see if we can match this along with me. The key to this is, if you are listening to the music and if you are making the sound to match the music at one particular point, both merge together. Your voice and the musical sound will go together. They are not separated. That means you are in tune. It's very important. Keep in mind, you are in tune if the musical sound you're playing and your voice you're trying to make out of trying to match the sound, and it matches so well that they will sound together. They're not separate. That means you are in tune. So that's the key. And this keeps coming if you listen to it. If you listen to it and understand it, listen very carefully. This is part of ear training, though. So ear training is very important to understand music, to learn music. We all learn music. We go to school, we pay a lot of money. But how many of us are trying to focus to understand what exactly is being told, because we don't comprehend it? We don't really absorb it because we just try to listen to it and not focus on what we are listening. All right. So the key here is, okay, all right. So this is very important to keep in mind. All right. So as we go along, let's see if I could make this a little higher volume. All right. Okay. All right. Here goes this one here. All right, as we are talking about it, all right. So I'm going to play a few notes there and see if we could match it. If we could match it, that means we are in business, all right. So let's try it out, all right. And if you have any questions, you can always text to me on our WhatsApp number +19178820346. And if we cannot do it on broadcast, we'll try to do it after broadcast also. That'll be fine, all right. And also, as we go along, we'll try to create a Zoom team where we'll bring in people from around the globe who'll be interested to really join and understand what we are doing, all right. So we are all in the same boat, including me. Basically, we are not trying to go through a school here. We're trying to learn singing naturally. This is the first step. We are trying singing naturally. Keep in mind, all right. You don't have to have a PhD in music, all right. You don't have to have a master's in music. But if you have it, it's well and good. But you understand, okay. So going to medical school could be a good doctor. It could be, but you'll not be a beautiful, really talented, understood what was been told to us in medical school, and you'll be a very successful doctor also, all right. Those kind of things you understand, all right. So let's play some instrumentals here and see how it goes, all right. I'm trying to play different notes, so you hear what I'm playing. I'm playing all the major scale only in the white keys only, all right. So that's I'm playing in the scale of C, all right. So you understand what I'm saying actually, all right. All right, one more time. Alright, as I've been saying, this is one of the few lectures talk we started to really understand music and singing naturally. All right, keep in mind, singing naturally is not a classroom. We are trying to go through this journey together and see how much we can learn from each other to understand what exactly the music is. So keep in mind, there are 12 notes only in the music. Anything beyond, out, inside is okay, outside of that is not musical. Keep that in mind. So we may think we are singing, right? If it's not musically tuned into, all right, then means we're not training our ears. It's very important. All right, the next we'll go back as we go along. We'll try to bring in more talk about these things. So have a very nice day till we meet next time, dosto. Have a pleasant time. If you have any questions, please do text to me on +1 917 8820346.